People are not bothered about themselves. They are bothered about their neighbors. No car can give them pura ribbon bandon photo card with chocolate box tum can divno. Dealer acha office atan gara pautana the car has lost value. Ami kala by mistake if we have made some money in investment, we say ami kellem. If we have lost, financial advisor acha blame karche. Aun tumka ukchan sangha. I am very poor at mathematics. Okay, most of my clients may leave after listening to this.
So तुमच्या प्रमाणे आता ॲज अ कॉमन मॅन हांवें एक फायनान्शियल एडवायजराक चूज करचें जाल्यार हांवें कशें चूज करचें सो वॉट आर द थिंग्स हाव टू कीप इन मायंड टू चूज अ रायट फायनान्शियल एडवायजर हाचे विशयी म्हाका कितें सांगतात गे सर
Definitely, it's a very good question. Especially आयच्या कॉन्टेक्स्टान कित्याक म्हळ्यार everyone calls themselves a financial advisor.
रायट
99% are nothing but salespeople.
रायट
They are agents, they are intermediaries, they are not advisors. Before our advisors are vision boloncha poile and how to choose, what to choose, when to choose. Amka ek fundamentally important concept about personal investment ami understand karije.
रायट
Finance आणि investment terms ami aikalya kudle ami kale Chintaon, what is the first thing that comes to my mind? Deep, detailed analysis. Reading of balance sheet, profits and loss accounts. Knowledge of economics. You impura mathematics. Aun tumka ukchan sangha. I am very poor at mathematics.
Okay,
Most of my clients may leave after listening to this. But
Okay.
I am very poor at mathematics.
okay.
Why do we have these concepts? For 2 or 3 reasons. Finance and investment are generic terms, very broad terms. They operate at 2 levels, macro level and micro
level.
Suppose you are Dr. Raghuram Rajan, you are Dr. Geeta Gopinath, you are sitting to draft India's union budget, you are the governor of the Reserve Bank of India, to me IMF or World Bank are to me consultants. You are advising governments of the United Nations on economics, on developmental economics. If this is your role, finance and investment can be super complicated.
Right.
Even a PhD or 2 PhDs at a top world university may not be enough. You have to be between that PhD level and a Nobel Prize, somewhere in between there.
Correct.
Okay, that is macro. Now we come to micro, at the level of your viewers and me, normal people. At the personal level, finance and investment are extraordinarily simple.
Right.
Extraordinarily simple.
Viewers, हांव तुमचे कडेन परतो रिपीट करयत येता फायनान्शियल मॅनेजमेंट इज नॉट अ रॉकेट सायन्स
It is not
इट
rocket.
इज व्हेरी सिंपल ओके
आता rocket science तुम्ही use केलो term, it's very relevant here because
करेक्ट
a rocket scientist and a normal person, you and I, आमकां rocket science विशयन कांय गोत्तू ना आनी कांय गोत्तू नातल्यार कांय problem ना.
गरजी म्हणून
Wait.
करेक्ट
रॉकेट्सचे तांचे काम ते करतात.
करतात.
आमकां कांय effect जायना. पूण I'll flip the question. Can a rocket scientist say, I don't have to know anything about personal investment and finance?
He cannot say.
If he says that, he will fall prey to the first insurance salesman or some stockbroker or
Correct.
some mutual fund or any other kind of agent
Right.
who will make use of his ignorance
Correct.
to make money.
Correct.
So, to answer your question about financial advisor, the best financial advisor is yourself.
Right.
And you have to read certain books,
Right.
gain certain knowledge in order to effectively make use of a financial intermediary or a financial advisor.
Also add on, watch this episode of Carmel Cafe to get the proper knowledge.
Okay.
Right.
So, being financially responsible, getting the best knowledge starts with us.
Correct.
By mistake, if we have made some money in investment, we say, ami kellem. If we have lost, financial advisor acha blame karche. That
Correct.
is the normal human tendency. Jason Zweig Mullawasa, Z-W-E-I-G. He is among the top 2 or 3 best writers on financial matters in the world today. Jason Zweig a beautiful example deta to about risk at the personal level, investment risk at the personal level. Do you want to see what risk is, he says. If so, step to the nearest bathroom mirror and look into it. That is risk.
That is risk.
Gazing back at you.
You, right.
Okay, risk is here.
Right.
Risk is not in the stock market.
Correct.
Risk is not in gold. Risk is not in interest rates.
Right.
Stock market will do its work. Its job is to fluctuate, sometimes fluctuate violently. In the long run, it goes up. That is the stock market's work. The stock market has done that work perfectly for the last, many people don't even know how old stock markets are.
Correct.
Many people say 80, 100 years.
No.
The first stock trading started in 1606 or 1607 in Amsterdam. So we've got 420 years of stock market history.
Right.
The stock market has done its job perfectly.
Yes.
The bond market has done its job perfectly.
Agree.
The bullion market has done its job perfectly.
Agree.
So has the real estate market.
Right.
Who is imperfect? We.
Me. Right.
So remember Jason Zweig's example.
Correct.
Go to the mirror, that is risk.
Correct.
It is not the stock market, that's it.
Right.
All those risks can be managed.
Right.
All those risks can be exploited to our advantage.
Right.
So start with trying to make yourself effective to deal with a financial advisor.
Right.
To try to know who is an advisor, who is an agent.
Salesperson.
Why is this important?
Right.
It is important because, and here I may sound a little arrogant, but I have to say this because this is the truth.
Right.
The really great financial advisors don't need you. They don't need you. They don't need your business.
Right.
Understand that. You may not even know who they are because they don't publicize. They have
Correct.
got enough business. They have got enough clients. They don't publicize. They don't talk about it because they know that investment is actually very simple.
Correct.
Nothing much to speak about.
Right.
Because we are in this business, social occasion I look at the people around the bar especially talking about
I know.
the stock market, economics and other things.
Right.
I know there's somebody who's a top class investor, who is an investor across decades. I can see other people whom I know are very poor investors.
Right.
Who launch these poor investors only.
Right.
Forget about advisors. The real good top class investors
Right.
do not talk about their investments or even investment. Why? Because
Correct.
they know that investment is very simple.
Correct.
There's nothing complicated.
Correct.
Warren Buffett, one of the finest investors we have,
Right.
one of his most famous things, investing is simple but not easy.
Not easy. Correct.
It is simple. Not easy is my doing it correctly. That is the
Correct.
not easy part. My doing it consistently.
Correct.
That is the not easy part. So, first piece of advice in the context of advisors is build your own knowledge and build your own to some level of it is not difficult. To get you started, I can recommend 3 very simple books. All these books are 200 pages or less, written in simple language, no mathematics, no finance, and they are not textbookish. They are very elegantly written and interesting to read. If you want to make yourself a little bit of a financial advisor, read a book called The Millionaire Next Door.
Okay.
And I will tell you that this book is nothing about finance or investment. Why am I asking you to read it? Because your philosophy should be correct in
Right.
anything, in your work, employment, life, and in investment. And The Millionaire Next Door is by 2 professors called Thomas Stanley and William Danko. If by some chance you are buying the book, tumi tikke the 20th anniversary edition, it's an updated edition, 20th anniversary edition, matra tumi kan gaya. Don't buy the original edition of some 20 or odd more years back. This is the edition to buy because it's been updated.
Updated. Correct.
Wo book itlan sir. It talks about millionaires in the United States. Which millionaires? Not people who inherited wealth.
Right.
Not people who won lotteries. People who started as middle class or lower middle class.
Right.
Across 3 to 4 decades, they built wealth.
Correct.
By living in a simple manner, enjoying life without being extravagant.
Right.
Okay? Ani, the concepts of simplicity, because we are seeing people today hopelessly unprepared for retirement because throughout their life, they are not bothered about themselves, they are bothered about their neighbors.
Exactly. Can you repeat it, sir, once again?
People are not bothered about themselves, they are bothered about their neighbors.
Yes, correct.
If my neighbor has bought a 15 lakh car and my car bought just a few months back cost 12 lakhs, I have no peace until I have parked in my garage a car costing at least 5 to 6 lakhs more than my neighbor.
Correct.
Jeffrey Sachs, S-A-C-H-S. He's one of the world's leading developmental economists. That's saying, which is one of my favorites. Living does not cost much. Showing off does.
Exactly.
Financial advisor's starting point is to build up our little bit of financial knowledge. First
Correct.
book, The Millionaire Next Door. It sets your philosophy.
Correct.
Okay? And most of the we live very comfortably.
Correct.
I live very comfortably,
Right.
but not extravagantly.
Right.
I try not to waste money.
Right.
Okay, instead of that, it's much better to do some charity.
Correct.
And muji boy nasa. I always was very impressed by one statement she made in the young days. She said, simplicity should be our style.
Exactly. Completely
Simplicity
agree.
can be a style.
Correct.
Can be a style. So, same thing. And we should know what assets lose value.
Depreciation.
You can have your best car.
Correct.
तुम्ही नवीन कार कान घेऊन थंय पुरा रिबन बांधून फोटो काढून चॉकलेट बॉक्स तुमकां दिवन तुम्ही डीलराच्या ऑफिसांत घरा पावतना the car has lost value
Exactly.
because it's already become second hand now.
Correct.
When you drive out of the gate,
Correct.
it becomes second hand.
Correct.
And do we need it?
Right.
Okay, these are the kind of questions that we have to ask. Ata, having said that, that's the first book. The second book is once again to sharpen your philosophy, a brilliant book called The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. So your viewers may be surprised. But according to me, these are the two books I also tell my students and my juniors and my interns. They come thinking, oh, he's going to teach us about the stock market.
No.
First, get your philosophy right.
Correct.
See whether you agree with our philosophy.
Correct.
Because if you don't agree with our philosophy, then you should be taking your training somewhere else, not with us.
Correct.
Okay, so this is very important. Third is, you can read one of two books. There's a simple book called The Elements of Investing. Edition revised by the same Professor Burton Malkiel, whom I told you, and another equally good professor called Charles Ellis. So The Elements of Investing, always pick the latest edition. That is hardly a 130-page book.
Okay.
You can actually read it in one sitting. But it gives you the right philosophy, how to choose simple products like equity index funds instead of going for active management, how to choose products whose charges are very low and cheap.
Correct.
So you don't waste much money on consultancy fees,
Correct.
on management charges, etc. Here, 3 books to me vastly. Each of those books, none of those books is more than 160, 180 pages.
Correct.
Slowly, if you read, it may it may interest you in which books to read next.
Correct.
And in most of those books, last page, book they in turn see the importance they give to reading. They'll give 1 or 2 pages of, these are books we recommend.
Correct.
So you yourself can develop your reading habit
Correct.
from the Azkal reading habit.
Na.
Maka,
Bilkul na.
if I have not read per day minimum and twice or thrice that amount on weekends, I don't feel comfortable.
Correct.
And while, yes, I do read on the screen, I do read on Kindle, all that is there, but the look, feel, touch of a book.
That smell of a book is different.
Absolutely. The smell of a book, you said it.
Correct.
Is different.
Right.
Is different. And at least maybe we are old-fashioned. But somehow I feel that knowledge that you imbibe from that book, put that bookmark.
Correct.
Know where to get it.
Fold that page. If you are urgently have to get up, you didn't find a bookmark.
Yes,
thing, no, because the one who knows the love, one who has the love for reading, only they will understand this particular thing.
And somehow I feel,
Correct.
tanto asalne wisdom and knowledge,
Right.
we can internalize it better.
Right.
That's what I feel. But I mean, I completely leave it. Read in any way you want. So now let me come to your financial advisor.
Okay.
Who is a financial advisor? I told you that at its very basic, financial advising is exceptionally simple. A financial advisor is anyone who has the knowledge, expertise, and experience which the financial advisor will use to advise you in your interest.
Right.
Okay? Which means the financial advisor has to approach his calling as a profession, not a business.
Correct.
That is very important. Therefore, what are the three essentials, according to me at least, of a profession? Number one is ethics.
Right.
Number two is expertise. Number three is a long-term commitment to quality practice.
Okay.
Ethics, expertise, and a long-term commitment to quality practice. Ethics is the most important. And because of my reading, I've got certain things which I know by heart. United States Supreme Court also judge, former judge, called Justice Potter Stewart. About ethics, that ek saying asa, which I always like to quote, and I have it by heart. Because today, sakad ethics abhishan uleitat, and they do practice the exact opposite.
Opposite.
The exact. Kon ethics abhishan third uleitat, tani, we have to be very careful about that.
Correct.
People who are actually ethical, they don't have to say, I'm ethical, no.
Correct.
You know from
Correct.
their actions, from their manner of proceeding through life, you know that they are ethical.
Right.
Justice Potter Stewart Sangale. Ethics is knowing the difference between what you have a right to do and what is
right to do. Correct. I have heard that thing. Mujhe favorite quote though. Yes.
One of my absolute favorite. The law may say this, and in that you may be within the letter of the law, but completely against the spirit of the law.
Correct.
Okay? No. So you have to see whether your financial advisor is ethical.
Correct.
And if somebody is ethical, then the second point, somebody who is ethical will not advise unless they have the expertise.
Right.
If they don't have the expertise, they will not advise. They will work as an apprentice under someone.
Right.
And after they have got to a stage, okay, now we have the confidence.
Correct.
2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Maagirami practice karta.
Correct.
Because legal practice on
Right.
5-6 years under a good lawyer. Okay, then with his blessings or her blessings, I start my own office.
Practice, correct.
Many times I call my senior, my mentor, my guru to inaugurate my office.
Correct.
Okay, so that is the way to go.
Correct.
Excellent. And a true professional is someone who muja life ant maka yensu kamzai dusren kanchain maka.
Right.
Muja life ant ame sangchadalare almost 40 years zali. Somara sakali office achen shutter ukte kartana. It is with the same interest and the same enthusiasm as in 1985.
Correct.
This is what I mean by a long-term commitment to quality practice. So, if we can see these qualities of a professional in an advisor, that is a better way to select.
Correct.
Ata, abe questionnaires vasle, abe newspaper articles vasle, pura this is the way, these are the points you have to look for in a financial advisor. These are the questions you have to ask. This has to happen, that has to happen. Ab kate questions ko nahi sala, we'll tell them don't waste our time. I told you again, I'm telling you, the really good financial advisors do not need you.
Correct.
You will have to see whether you can become their clients.
Correct.
So, how do you select a financial advisor? Not by the nonsense that comes in the media.
No, never.
One of the practical approaches is make a small list of people who are closest to you, whom you admire, nothing to do with finance or investment. Your own family members,
Correct.
elders, mentors, neighbors, friends, colleagues, anyone, any relations, anyone who are closest to you and whom you respect and admire.
Correct.
Just take 5 ki 10 jananchi naam amboraya. Quietly tanchagade sara. Maka illa guidance, soma proper guidance on financial matters, investment matters, melchazalar. Tum kai volo kagi konaichi, somebody you like, because you're asking a good person for an opinion. They will never give you the reference of a bad person.
Because you trust them.
Correct.
Right.
And let me tell you, pura great investment advisors, great financial professionals have built their business not by advertising, not by social media posts, not by hype
Exactly.
and hoopla. They have built it only on referrals. Somebody was impressed by what we did for them. They start talking.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
That's the only thing you have to remember.
Remember.
Correct.
Okay, so that is the greatest marketing strategy ever invented in my opinion. So, ami early advisors choose kariye who will advise you in your interest,
Correct.
who will be patient, who will give you time, who will educate you.
Correct.
People who are insecure, professionals who are insecure, they don't want to educate.
Correct.
Why? They think tomorrow he will not need me.
Correct.
This is one of the most wrong notions ever in personal investment, and I've told my students that. Therefore, my students who are today advisors have gone the other way around. They spend so much of time and sometimes they spend money on educating people.
Correct.
Okay, Ami Pakkan educate Kalyare, then you're dealing with a much better aware person.
Correct.
It becomes good because एक very important point we overlook. What should be the relationship between a client and a profession? Any profession. Lawyers on the, architects on the, doctors on the,
Correct.
financial advisors on the, chartered accountants on the.
Correct.
What should be the relationship is not one of dependency. A
Right.
bad professional will try to make you dependent.
Correct. ಅವನ ಅಷ್ಟರ ಕಂಚೇಸ್ ಆಯ್ನಾ.
A good professional will always approach it as a partnership.
Correct.
एक example आउंदी था, let's say from law.
Right.
I need to consult a lawyer on a real estate matter. अब बोले ना तो the clients, they'll just go, कहानी ये dusty file, क्या lawyer अच्छा discuss just dump करता. तानी ते file समादा और सांगो touch करो ना. Probably they expect the lawyer to dust it also. आणि मागीर open कर, completely jumbled papers.
Correct.
What will a good client do? What is my issue? I will try to make a one-page note on it.
Correct.
What are the relevant documents for this?
Correct.
I will only take them out, put them in a separate file. Maybe I will file them in chronological order.
Correct.
Okay? Then I will, if I am to approach a lawyer on an opinion for anything, I never book an appointment with a lawyer. Never. Abe ek brief prepare karche with the relevant documents. Lawyer acha office ak darche. Message darche. I have sent this file to you. When you have read it, call me.
Call me. Correct.
Then is the appointment.
Correct.
Now we have taken some steps.
Correct.
Doctor, I have seen patients. Doctor, I am not well.
Correct.
That the doctor knows. Otherwise, you would not come.
Not come to the doctor,
Yes,
correct.
Yes, I am not. Versus another person who, doctor, I am referring to a slip of paper. From day before yesterday, I have had a throat infection, a running nose. But I thought, okay, maybe just a thing. I have taken a paracetamol. Maybe I have taken an antihistamine. I have taken my temperature thrice. These were my readings at this time, day before yesterday night, yesterday the whole day. Today, seeing that I am not getting better, I am come to you. Okay, if I have got a small record, sequentially I tell the doctor,
Correct.
this is a partnership.
Correct.
Partnership need not be of equals.
Right.
Okay, compared to a doctor, I may not be 1%.
Correct.
But it is better than zero.
Correct.
I should not be zero.
Correct.
I should be 0.5%. Half of 1% is good.
Okay.
Immediately, what will happen on the professional side? The professional also will know this is a serious.
Serious case. Correct.
Automatically, the interest that the professional takes in you will be more than on someone who comes and says, I am not well. 3 words.
Right.
Why?
Correct.
So, this is how it should be even in financial advice.
Correct.
So, a referral of a good advisor is a very good way to do it. And many times if the advisor says, I cannot take you as a client, I'm full, that advisor generally will also be able to suggest somebody else.
Correct.
So, Muja career answer. You were asking for my journey.
Correct.
One of my most important, most rewarding and satisfying things that I've done is roughly 25 youngsters have followed me into this over the last 2.5 decades or so. I'm talking about these 25 people are only in
Financial management.
advising, mainly mutual fund distributorship. One or two even doing wonderful work in insurance.
Okay.
Because I'm insurance agent, I katanans We know that many of them are only after commission, selling bad products,
Correct.
etc.
Correct.
But there are 2 or 3 who have been my students also, and they have chosen to be absolutely ethical, absolutely client-centric.
Okay.
So this has given me enormous satisfaction because Ram's office, unfortunately, we had to stop taking clients. And we completely closed taking new clients back in 2012. I'll be happy to refer Taga Boria advisors, people whom, like for example, if I had to go for my investments today,
Okay.
those kind of people, I will definitely give some references. So, that time it was a little embarrassing. Okay, to me, actually 2007-8 and taper kella. The thing was I used to feel a little uncomfortable. To me, take a reference kariyadgi. But luckily, in a few years' time, most of my people went into practice. And now, we do take new clients, but they are only the children of existing firms.
Existing ones.
If those children also, if they agree with our investment philosophy,
Okay.
and now I can boldly refer them to some wonderful investment advisors, very ethical and very sharp. I admire their plans sometimes. Tani advice kelle ani advice kelle an vyathyas asta. Pun I told you in the beginning, the beauty of investment is there are more than one right answer. So I will say, this is something different, and many times it's refreshingly different.
And for you also, it is a kind of a learning.
I will admit, I have learned a lot from my juniors, my students, my interns, my colleagues, and my clients.
Right.
I have learned a lot, I can tell you. A lot from them, and I continue learning.
And this can happen only if you have an open mind to accept that I am lacking in something.
Correct.
ते शास्त्रे अर्मात की त्यामुळे नो वेंकाले बोर्डला कळशान तुमका पुरतून घालूंक जायना तुमचे ते इल्लेशे म्हणजे ह्युमिलिटी असो नो ते असले अर्मात तुमका खाली नो वे शिकयत म्हणून.
Humility is the most important because if anybody asks me, oh, you have got, I said no, don't call me anything. If you want to call me something, call me a student of investment.
Correct.
Even one day, if I've got, let's say, another 10 or 15 years of practice also, if I'm on my deathbed and somebody asks me, what were you in life? I was a student of investment. I still am in the little time I have left.
Okay.
I'm a student of investment. We can't aspire to be anything more than that.
Correct.
We have to be always receptive, always open to knowledge and fresh ideas and things like that.
Okay.
So, I would like to leave your viewers with 2 very important sayings which have made a big impact on me, even on investors and students. First and foremost, this is in the context of tumcha financial advisor context. First is, never expect an investment advisor to take greater interest in your money than you yourself have a duty to take.
Right.
It is one of the most important things I can tell you. It is your money, your responsibility.
Correct.
Therefore, equip yourself with the basic knowledge. If you don't do this, then the second thing may happen to you. And that is, when a person with experience meets a person with money, the person with experience gets the money. And the person with money gets the experience.
Experience, correct.
Let this not happen to you.